Hi, welcome back to Basement Backgammon. On this episode, we're going to be looking at a problem from Bill Robertie. It's problem number 13 in the 501 Essential Backgammon Problem Series. And in this particular problem, we're being asked to play a 6-5 opening roll after our opponent has played a 6-3. But before we get into that, a little bit about this board. I did a full video on the board, and the link to that video will be in the description. But this board, a little bit about it. It was made by Field Manufacturing, which is was a manufacturer from Long Island, and they made these boards in the 1970s. Now, a lot of boards are made in the 1970s. There was a big backgammon boom in the 1970s in America, and a lot of manufacturers sprung up to fill the need. This was one of them. The interesting thing about this board, you can't see it, but it has a carpeted exterior, which is one of the reasons I bought it. Nothing else in this board other than the cups. These rectangular paper cups are original. Not the dice, not the cube, certainly not the checkers. These checkers are very unusual octagonal Bakelite in black and red. And I have these checkers, and I didn't have a board for them, and I thought this would be a good fit for them, and they happen to be perfect. They fit perfectly 6 across, etc. So I use these octagonal checkers in this board. They're a little awkward to play with, octagonal checkers. It's hard to see where there are spaces between the checkers, and they end up filling the points, and you can't see the point color. So not the best, in my opinion, but they did get manufactured, I think, in the 30s and 40s, were the octagonal checkers. Not a ton of them were manufactured, so they're kind of rare. But they make for an interesting change for this particular board. Anyway, back to the problem. So red has played 6-3 by playing 24-18 and 13-10. Very standard opening for 6-3. And we're being asked to play a 6-5. I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Pause the video if you need more time, and we'll come back in 10 seconds. All right, and we're back. So a lot of people playing an opening 6-5 in this particular position would either play 2 down, so 13-8, 13-9, and hit and bring one up. Perfectly reasonable, but it splits the midpoint. Or they would simply move a guy to safety. Lover's leap, 24-13. Robertie, however, says the right move is to double hit. 13-8, 13-7, excuse me, hit, and 6-1. Now, I would not have expected this myself. Let's hear what Robertie has to say about it, because he got some explaining to do. Black should grab the initiative by hitting 2 men, 13-7 hit and 6-1 hit. White will have to lose some time entering his men. I'm sorry, in this case, red. Red will have to lose some time entering his men, and black might be able to launch a blitz or make his bar point with a good block. Don't miss chances to knock your opponent off balance in the early stages. So what is Robertie basically saying here? Well, he's basically saying that in the early parts of the game, where your opponent has an open board and there's no real development going on anywhere on the board, you can make riskier plays, because if you get a little bit lucky, your opponent is going to be off balance. You can start blitzing, you can make points inside, and essentially close out the game with 1 or 2 good rolls. And that's what we're doing here. We're putting 2 on the bar. Yes, we're burying a checker, but we're doing it in order to take time away from red. Red's got to use a whole roll to come back in, and if they miss, or if they roll something like a 6-2 where they have to keep 1 on the bar and then put 1 over here, we have a lot of great plays here. A 6 or a 1 make the bar point to block. You can make points inside. You can point on his head and put up another 1 on the bar. There's a lot of great rolls coming out of something like a 6-2 or a 6-3. If your opponent comes in with a poor number, they roll a 6 and some bad number. And even if you get hit, red still has a blot out here. So they're still vulnerable for even more time for you to take off of them. So the incentive here is to be aggressive, because not much is going on red's side. Well, let's see what XG has to say about this. I'm curious, because this is not the move that I personally would make over the board, but That's what Robertie says, and he's been pretty wise so far. Let's see what XG has to say about it. Back in a minute. Okay, we're back with our XG analysis for problem 13. In this case, White has played an opening 6-3 by playing 24 to 18 and 13 to 10. Perfectly reasonable opening roll to split and have some flexibility in your opening play. And Black is being asked to play a response opening roll of 6-5. Robertie says to double hit, and XG says the same thing. This is cash game settings. I've done all of the analysis with match play settings. It's exactly the same. The play is proper to double hit in all cases. And why? Why are we double hitting here? Again, it's a tempo play. It sets up a blitz response. If White should fail to come in with one of the checkers by rolling a 6, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5. Black has a lot of options and maybe even possibly a cubing position, depending on the situation, whether it's cash or match. But there's a lot of great options for Black, and White still has a blot sitting out there on the 10 point. So double hitting and taking back the tempo seems to be a sort of a thing for Robertie and XG, and I guess proper backgammon play. Something to think about. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for future videos to be notified. I've got hundreds more videos coming up, in addition to equipment videos as they come up. So I've got a new clock that I want to do a video for. We'll talk about that in a future video. But thank you very, very much for watching. It's been a great journey so far. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. Thanks a lot.